A few minutes, yes, it is a Kabaddi, and this is the Kabaddi East African Championship here at the NYS headquarters in Nairobi. It is a sport that a lot of people have been asking, what are we doing as Kenyans to make this sport grow? But a lot of talent, a lot of promise, and things look like they will be going the positive way. It is another edition of KTN Scoreline. Welcome. Today we are doing it on the pitch because it is all about the Kabaddi. We will be knowing much more about this sport and what exactly is this sport. It is always KTN Scoreline, and when we talk about KTN Scoreline, there is a lot to talk about, a lot in regards to sports. So we will be crossing over in a different sporting field just to know exactly what is happening and how those things are happening. Remember, at the same time, Singapore Sevens is a spicy affair going on where Kenyans are expected to star. In 2016, we were the Singapore Sevens champions. This time out, we are trying to think, will we be able to go out there and secure another victory? Always promising, always enticing. Welcome on board KTN Scoreline. It is. I will be speaking very, very shortly with a man who is in charge of this sport. That is Matthew Mwangi. He'll be telling us exactly what is happening and what should we expect in matters to do with this sport. Maybe, Matthew, I ask you to join me on this side and just walk us through. We are here at NYS. A lot is expected from the Kabaddi team. And first of all, may we even begin to start by telling our viewers what exactly is Kabaddi for those who have no clue, no idea about this sport?
Thank you very much. Now, there are two things. Kabaddi has been here for a long time, and I was hoping by now everybody knows what Kabaddi is. But however, we have three types of Kabaddi, but for now, we are concentrating on Sako Kabaddi for today. So what you're doing today, we are training this form of Kabaddi called Sako Kabaddi. It's circular as the name itself, and the diameter is 44 meters. So each team occupies half of the circle. So what they do inside, we have the half of the circle, we have 4 guys called stopper, and we have now the raider from the opposing side who has to pass through the gate to come and tap someone and run. The moment the whistle is blown, you only have 30 seconds to score. If you are held back, like now we are seeing here, if you are held captive, it's time for the stopper, and it's a score to the stopper. So whether you score when you move, when you cross the line through the gate, when you go to the other side through the gate or not, you only have 30 seconds.
Walk me through. Now, a player is coming in, and that player will have gone through the gate. Yes. Now, what exactly is that player doing to be able to score?
Immediately he has passed the gate, he has 30 seconds. He can either touch or push someone. The players, the opposing side, like now we have the guy in green, his work is to make sure that he retains him before the 30 seconds elapses. So if he is able to contain that guy, it's their points. But if he is not able to, it's point to the raider, like now this guy. If he is able to come back within a given period of time, is a score to him as a raider.
The game that we are currently witnessing is the NYS against Black Scorpion. Yes. Maybe walk me through. We have a lot of teams. How are these teams doing, or what are they doing so that we can say they can compete in the world? We know that the Kenyan team has gone up to the World Cup.
It's simple, commitment and training. If you have a coach like now, NYS, they have a coach. He is called Tobias Wangila. He's doing so well. As you can see, this is their first time to engage in this competition. And taking into consideration, these people, they have been here for a very short time, and they are competing against an international team. So that means there is great potential, both in players and the techniques from the coach. It's awesome. So competition is going high. We have 3 teams from NYS, 2 men's team and 1 ladies team. And what currently is happening now, we have Team A. Before we had Team B. Competing against champions team. Yes.
Maybe what are some of the things that the player is not supposed to do, or what are some of the things that the players are expected to do so that they can be able to score those points?
Now, what they're supposed to do is not to grab the raider by the clothes, and to make it easier for the stoppers not to get tempted. That's when you see the raider scoring using, with topless. Because if you grab someone by the top or by the short, is a point to the opponent, to the opposing team. Yes.
So tell us about Kabaddi in the country. Is it a sport that has potential, or how strong is even the Kabaddi Federation which you had?
Let's talk about players, or maybe the body anatomy of an African person. It's awesome. These people, and you're talking about generation because you're about to introduce Kabaddi in schools. It's already there, some of the schools, but now we want to make it compulsory, whereby we are sending coaches there, and most of these coaches, they are people who are competing here to go for competition so that they can compete against those people. So it's to prepare. The same thing you've seen a team like rugby. To make the national team proper, a good, legible, they start from high school. They go to college. Once they're out of college, now they're able to compete nationally and internationally. So what you're doing, we are making sure that, first of all, they love it. We have few challenges there, which is normal in any sports discipline. But for now, these are willing teams, and they are so strong. So all that I know for these people to be able to compete is to train and nothing than the training and engaging into this kind of activity. Now that is the competition. Yes.
I know we will be talking about this sport for almost the next 1.5 hours, but now I know we were talking about the Kenya Sevens team that has been doing duty for the country in the Singapore Sevens. A lot has been expected from that team. I'm going to talk about them today against France. You talk about them whitewashing the French team. Actually, they've been able to do that in a spicy and also in a very, very beautiful way. You talk